Hi there, I'm Ben and welcome to part 11 of my full platinum walkthrough for Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. As always, we are picking up exactly where we left off. We're at, just for a change, the dilapidated temple, and we're going to go back to the previous area, really. Sunken Valley Passage we're going to. We're going to be tying up some endings and things like that, or get some items for endings, and then, yeah, that's basically what we're doing. A bit of tidying up in this one. I did say we'll be doing some leveling up. I want to move towards getting the spirit emblems, the extra spirit emblems. Ultimately, it's up to you where you go with your upgrades now. So we're going to teleport back to that one there, the Botidsvar Valley, the one before the Guardian Ape. By the way, the Guardian Ape, the way that came back to life, you know, we thought he killed it once and then it came back. That was hilarious, wasn't it? Do you know what's even funnier is that we have to fight it again. It's still not dead. We are going to fight it in this one. Miyazaki's having a hell of a laugh with this one. Yes, so we will be fighting it again. It's not as bad, honestly. You'll be used to it now. So we're going to be jumping down into this poison lake down here. Now there's a couple of enemies down here. The white monkeys are extremely powerful. A real pain in the arse, especially if there's other little monkeys around them. So we're going to try and avoid them. So grab these two items here, and then you want to have some firecrackers ready in case you get mobbed by the monkeys, just to, yeah, get rid of them. Antidote powder, just in case you get poisoned. I'm not going to put it on, but just in case it's quite difficult to get poisoned here because you can jump. If you do what I do and just kind of jump on things, and if you do land in the poison, just jump. Keep jumping, and it does go down just a tiny bit as you're in midair. So this point here, keep low and stick to this left hand side. Now there might be a white monkey walking towards you. We're just going to use this grapple point here to go over the top of him. Hopefully if you do quickly do two, you should be able to go right over the top and get the backstab. He might be walking through the poison if he's kind of worn to where you were. But you should still be able to backstab him. If not, run away and let him de-aggro. It's going to be the easier of the two options. And you should get some yellow gunpowder from him. We'll deal with that later. That's the way we're going to go shortly. I'm going to go and get a couple of items I missed in the previous video. I did mention them. So we're going to go up this way. This is the way back we came, basically, where we've just come from. So there's a couple of monkeys. Just the easy ones. Don't need to worry about those, really. Come on, grapple up. And then you will recognise where I am in a minute. Just so you can go full circle. In case you've missed anything. So this is where, just to my right here, there you can just see them, is where all those monkeys are crowded. That we killed with a shuriken. Pacifying Agent. And then down here, you may remember in the previous video I mentioned one of the enemies I couldn't quite see where he came from. He was here, down here. I did say come down here and get it, the item, and defeat this guy. So you've probably done this bit already. If you have, obviously just leave. I'm just trying to brute force these ones. God, I hate them. And this is contact medicine. And then we're going to jump across onto this branch. And over here. And you've got some Ungo's sugar. Just in case you need any more of that. And now we'll make our way back to where we were. That was just a little interlude. If you jump down here, you'll get an Ako's sugar as well. This is on the way back down now. So this next bit we'll want to do stealth. It's another one of those white monkeys with the two swords. So you want to do this stealthily because, yeah, there's others. If you jump off here and keep pressing L2, you should just grapple onto there. And then, yeah, don't go jumping down here. Want to stay high. Don't jump across yet. Don't do what I do, which is try and get the shurikens on and then still have the loaded flame on and then use that instead. Don't do that. Have the shuriken and try and take out the non-white ones. You can just see the white one is in the middle there, crouched down. Take out the ones you can from here and then jump over to where that item is. So we're going to jump into the poison and jump across. Just keep moving. If you think that one's going to see you, just keep moving. Don't go to the right hand side. Aim for this item, because there is one with a rifle here. This we're going to take care of, because he will spot you if you go for the white one. And then we're going to make our way and get the stealth kill. So much easier. If you have fought one of these before, or you accidentally had to, yeah, no, firecrackers. Shuriken for that final one. And then we'll get over. He's starting to get up. No, no, don't do that. Yeah, get that backstab. So yeah, both of them, I think, automatically drop a yellow gunpowder as well. That's ultimately why we're in this corner here. There's loads of upgrade materials. We need as many as we can get, especially the rarer ones like the Mercury we're about to get here, which is the Fulminated Mercury. If you are getting close to being poisoned, then you obviously can use your antidote, or you can just wait on here for a minute for it to go down. I'm not going to wait though, I haven't got time for that. I'm just going to make my way around to where that tent was that I pointed out earlier. That's another merchant here. We're going to grab a couple of things from him. The yellow gunpowder, just because it's fairly cheap. I think it's 500 for the 2. It's rare. He's only got 2. Might as well grab them. He also has the green Mossy Gourd, which is similar to our health Gourd in that it cures poison. It's different. You do need to equip it. It's completely separate. You think you get 5 uses. Well, you'll get 1 when you buy it, but when you recharge it at a idle, you'll be able to use it more. But yeah, it's just in case you get stuck in poison places. So it's decent enough. There are other types of mossy, not mossy, other types of gourds in the game. This is a good one though. So I've just used up some coins to get the 2. So I've got the gourd and the 2 gunpowders. And then if you want to equip the gourd here, it's a good idea, because we're going into a dark area where there is potential poison. I don't get any because I don't hit the snake. So don't hit the giant snake that's down here and you won't get poisoned. If you do, obviously use your gourd. Right, first item is here. Now there's a new type of enemy. If you run, yeah, he doesn't spawn. You're just going to see him there. So you'll see the kanji will appear. That just means get the hell out of the way. It comes out the wall, they're invisible. So just try and move. It's more of a trap than an enemy, really. Down here, if we're sticking to the right hand side, there's going to be 3 geckos. You've got that bridge in the middle. I know it's dark. I'm trying to explain best where to go. So we'll go underneath the bridge, up to the right. Again, if you do see a red kanji, be aware. I'm trying to activate them. Do not hit the snake. It's not going to attack you. Just don't hit it. Otherwise, it will start banging the floor and a load of poison will come up. And you'll get poisoned. So we're just going to try and avoid the snake. So drop underneath the snake now. And then there's going to be some geckos here. There's actually 3 of them. 1, 2. There's an item here, which I didn't really need to go for. It was Fistful of Ash. But it gives us good bearings. Oh, hello. And now we're going to go from here up to the left. Aim for that item for the left, just so we can get a bearing. There are some more down here of the geckos. You could get away with not killing them. There's one behind me as well. They come from everywhere. So it's best to use your shurikens here instead of swinging the sword around, because yes, you don't want to hit the snake. So this is the most left side now. So I'm just going to quickly go back. And here, there's going to be 3. I think there's 2 of those things that jump out the wall, where there's 3 items here. So quickly run in and run back so they don't get you. Try not to fall off. And then just quickly grab these 2. Some scrap. And then yeah, you should be good. And then you can jump back across. And then back where that item was. So that's the pit where the geckos were. And then when you jump across here, don't go to the right hand side. Go to the left hand side. If you jump across in a moment, you'll see the snake. It goes down, then you jump down here. Aim straight for that wall. Do not go to the right. The snake will hit you and it's going to really hurt. So what we're going to do here is a little bit of ninjutsu. We're going to be using Puppeteer. So we're going to be using that a couple of times in this video. So you're completely safe to drop down this left hand side. There is a platform, you just can't see it. And then jump square to make sure you grab it. And then keep low. You don't actually need to keep low. I don't think it can wake up. We're going to use the ninjutsu. So twice on the old death blow there to control this monkey, I suppose. Puppeteer it. And as that runs away, the snake is going to... You're going to get the snake's attention. And make sure that you jump at exactly the same time as I did and nearly die. Yeah, try and jump when the snake's not lunging forward. And then in here, there's going to be the dried serpent viscera. So the snake will block this door off as well. We can't leave that way, which is fine. We don't need to. Dried serpent viscera, which is an ending item. We're going to be getting another one as well shortly. So it's what that is I think ultimately it's the snake's heart. It does make sense if you will see the other one in a moment. In this corner, another Mibu bloom. And then look up to the top here next to the building, and this is our way out. If you drop down here, there's going to be 3 divine confetti, very handy. And then pull yourself up, and then we're going to be in sort of a new area. We've actually this is Ashina Depths. We've been here, but kind of not at the same time. I'll show you how it's linked in a moment. We've already got an idol active in this area from quite a way back, but there's going to be a mini boss fight, so do a backup save. It's just going to make things easier. I'm just going to grab these pellets and we're just going to do a little bit of setup before the fight. So we've got flame vent is good. A spring loaded flame vent, if you have it, is more of a flame, so you can sort of hold R2 with this one. I just go for normal flame vent, honestly, because the load time, well, not the load, the sort of, what's the word I'm thinking? The telegraph time, I don't know. The wind up time for using the spring loaded one is going to be, it's a bit longer. So I'm going to jump up here, get rid of the cannon guy. Now there's another cannon guy in that on the island, and there's one off to the top right. So we're going to keep the boss, who is one of these snake eyes ones again, in this area here. We're going to come back to this one here so we don't get the attention of the 2 cannon guys. So grab these 2, stay low, and then snake eyes Shirahagi, I think that is going to be over here. So this fight does not go particularly well for me at all. Honestly, it does not go. So I'm going to get some oil because we're going to try and set them on fire. And that's the downfall. Don't use poison on this one. It won't work because we're in a poison swamp. It just, yeah, it kind of lets you know that's not going to work. So you can get a free backstab, so that's good. And then back away to this area, and then the cannon will not be able to see you. Although the cannon can help. So it's pretty much the same as, yeah, you see there's a bit of a wind up on that one. So yeah, it does take longer. I'm trying to set them on fire. They are susceptible to the fire. So it's best just to go off normal fighting with this. And if you do have this, yeah, I didn't quite. Oh no, I do usually jump when they do that, the grab. It's going quite well at this point, but then it all just falls apart all of a sudden. Because I got staggered there. Which is not good. That is, yeah, if you do strafe around when they're about to shoot, chances are they will miss. And then it all falls apart in a moment, and there's my phone, and it all falls apart in a moment, and yeah, I'd actually die, because I get staggered again. Didn't learn. Terrible, terrible. It's this that gets me, because I'm used to jumping over that attack quite easily, honestly. I just jumped vertically rather than left or right, which was my downfall there. But I'm just making this look a lot harder than it actually is. Use oil and the quicker flame if you have it, and just don't get hit with stupid attacks. Get away when they do that. Yeah, usually you can just get the jump on top and, you know, do some damage with it, and that's how it should go. And you'll get a prayer bead. Now, you had to fight this boss as well to move on. Yeah, hopefully it goes a lot better for you than it did for me. That was quite bad. Quite embarrassing, really. Right, so I've just rested because obviously that went poorly. And then I'm going to kill this one. And we're just going to clear this area of items. So there's one down here. Should be able to sneak on them. Don't worry if the one up top sees you. Chances are they might. Will. Probably. He has. They'll start firing at. As long as you keep moving, you should be fine. And then jump up here. And you'll be above them. Now you can jump up again where I am. But you'll have to climb up. Or you can just jump down. Use some firecrackers or a flame vent or something. To get their attention. Or distract them, should I say. Yeah, that's how it should have gone with the boss. That would have been much easier, wouldn't it? Of course, you have the old L1R1, which I did forget. Probably could have just used that. Would have been better. Sorry for not mentioning that. But you probably used it anyway, because you realise that's a much better way of doing it than I did. Yeah, so I'm just linking up here. This is where we dropped down a long while back. And then we used that. And then we kind of poked our head out here. But that's where we are now. No need to rest there. Some scrap. And there's a few bits here. Yellow gunpowder in this one. And then a bit of cash over here. And then I'll go back to the idol. We will, or I will rest again. I think I actually need to. I think there's just a little bit of health. I was more concerned about not having as many spirit emblems. Don't worry about that. We'll get that shortly. So yeah, do rest up. Another boss fight coming up. So make sure you're ready. And it is, unfortunately, the Guardian Ape, or this time it's the Headless version, so it doesn't have its head. That's how Headless goes, really. So I did rest, so the cannon ones will be here. Just run past them into the cave. Look up to the left. Yeah, so it's going to be the Headless version, the one with the sword, which is the easier option, or the easier version, should I say. As you crouch through here, look up to the left, and then jump, jump, jump. And we'll be where that item was earlier. We've got yellow gunpowder, and then go on top of the monk's head up here. And there'll be another prayer bead. We're getting 4 prayer beads in this video. So the strategy stays pretty much the same with the Headless Guardian Ape. I'm just going to go in here, kill this monkey, and grab this monkey booze. And you'll see the ape from here. We're not going to drop in from here. We'll take the safe route. There. So he's going to have a companion for the second round, which you'd think makes it horrendously difficult, but it just take your time with it and get rid of its companion first. But yeah, ultimately it's going to stay the same. So you want the spear. Divine Confetti I'll use during the second one. You can speak to this guy and he will die. And then we're just going to go around this corner and do a backup save. So yeah, do that if you can, just to make things easier. But first, no, I don't do that first. I completely forget and do it on the way out. Here we're going to just do a bit of setup. So spear is what you want. Firecrackers also, because that's good against its companion. Its companion is just a brown ape with no weapon. Basically like the first version of the Guardian Ape without the poo throw-in is what its companion. And that doesn't turn up until the second one. The second death blow. Second life bar. So spear and firecrackers and divine confetti and health is pretty much what you want for this. So you can run in and just get you want the spear ready for this one, by the way. Run in, get a couple of hits maybe. This is a much smaller arena than last time, so whenever it does this, you need to get the hell away as quickly as you can. Yeah, it's exactly the same. So you want to be trying to block, jump over this one, and you're waiting for that big lunge from the top with the sword, and then you're going to try and parry that. Here's another one as it does that. Just jump up. It's a nice easy. I like it when it does that one because you get some decent hits in. I'm using L1R1. I'm not bothering with divine confetti in this first round. I'll wait until the second one. Yeah, get away. You can use the umbrella to block this, but it's just using spirit emblems. I mean, you can if you want to. But what we want is this. And then spear R2 and R2 to pull the worm out. And I fight it off again for no reason. I seem to have the most trouble blocking when it does that. I don't know why. Because I know exactly when the timing is. But obviously I don't. So yeah, get away. It's nearly down in this first round. Yeah, it's just terrible. I'm no good at parrying, so if I can do this, you can definitely do this. Here we go, that's what we're after. Oh no, we'll just beat it. I'm just using L1R1 trying to get its health down. It will run off to where it started now. Don't really follow it. Yeah, get away from it. Even that was too close. And then another one's going to drop in. Now this one doesn't have a health bar or anything like this, and you don't technically need to kill it. You just need to kill the Headless Ape, the Guardian Ape. But killing it is a lot easier than killing the Guardian Ape, and then it's just you and the Guardian Ape. So I'm going to use some Divine Confetti, which I'm not actually using to the best now because it's running out. Firecrackers. So try and get as close to the brown ape as you can. Use some firecrackers and then go crazy on it. I managed to parry the Guardian Ape, which was pretty good there because it gave me a lot of time on the brown one. But yeah, it's the same. It just does the swinging and the jumping and the hitting. And don't get cornered. And try and be aware. Yeah, he's doing a. Yeah, that's what you want. A big sweep. And when it does that, it gives you quite a lot of time with the brown one. Although they're cornered at this point, so can't really get close to it. We're almost there. It's got no health left. Oh, no posture bar left. Is that my window? I think it might be. No. Here we go. That's it. Right. What a terrible time to do that. That nearly killed me. Now it's just us and the ape again. And obviously this is the third time doing this. So you'll be well versed in how to defeat it now. So you're on the home stretch. Lots of stuff going to happen once we kill this thing. We'll be getting 2 prayer beads. We'll be getting 2 trophies. Plus all the memory and things like that as usual. This is what we want. And the slam. It's almost there. We're going to finish it. So double death blow. 1, 2. And then the centipede. Now it's actually a triple death blow, this one. It doesn't die until you use the mortal blade on the worm, on the centipede. Which we're going to do in a moment. So it looks like you've defeated it. You actually haven't. You get the memory. So you get 2 prayer beads here, will come through, 1 from each ape. And then go up to it again, and there's another death blow, and you use the Immortal Blade to actually kill this thing for good. And you will get the trophy Guardian Ape Immortality Severed. That means it's really dead this time. And you'll also get the final Ninjutsu, means that we now have all Ninjutsu techniques. There's another trophy. And we are almost done. We're just going to do a little bit of extra stuff. We're going to go and kill another boss, in quotation marks, and get another trophy. So we'll be able to make another necklace here and use the ape's memory to get some extra attack power. Definitely getting stronger now. And then if you're able to, then do some more skill point upgrades. I like having the spirit emblems, and you can defeat. You can get through this game with pretty minimal in the way of skill point upgrades, to be honest. The techniques and things like that. So going back to the Senpou Temple, we'll ignore him. We don't need to deal with him. We'll jump down here. Get rid of And we want to use Puppeteer again. So Black Hat Badger again might be up this hill for you. He's not for me. He will also appear later on if you have talked to him again. But we're going to use Puppeteer here. So sneak up. And again. And that's going to make this little rat hold this kite. Because if you've used this thing, you'll notice that when you do use it, the kite comes back once you let go. This guy will not let go now. He's going to hold that kite up for us. So you can use your Homeward Idol if you want to get back. Or you can just run up here. And we're going to teleport away again. Kind of a double jump to get around there. Now we're going to travel to the Shungendo. It is the one. Shugendo? Shugendo. That one. This one here. And we just do a little bit of backtracking. So you'll recognise where we are. This is where that merchant was. He's down there. And then we went up there. But we actually want to backtrack. And then we're at the top where the difficult enemies were, and we came from the other way basically and jumped across. So just jump across here, run, make a beeline for this rooftop, just keep running. They're going to keep firing things at you. Just keep running, go for the big tree, pull yourself all the way up to the top, and you'll notice if you look up that the kite is still there. He doesn't let go. And now we can just pull ourselves across, big jump, and land here. Get a couple of snap seeds. Now it's a blind leap of faith again, so jump off, keep pressing L2, and you're going to pull yourself across, and then land here. Some scrap. Black Hat might be in this cave if you've spoken to him and carried his stuff on. It doesn't matter. We don't need him to be here, so it doesn't matter. But he'll be here with this grave. Just rest here. Sunken Valley Cavern. And then we're going to go and kill, finally, that giant serpent, the big snake. So I'm going to jump off here. So lock on and then just do a death blow. So jump, and as soon as it lights up, go for it. And it is a double one, this one, if I remember correctly. Yes, it is a double one. Finally kill this guy, so we're okay. He's never going to appear again. And we're going to get the fresh Serpent Viscera and the trophy Great Serpent. So this is another ending thing that we need. So we've got the dried one, this is the fresh one. And there's just a few bits here before we teleport away. A Mibu balloon, a dragon's blood droplet, and one of those bundled Jizo statues you'll probably never use, or I won't. You may use it for the boss fights later on. They're going to get pretty difficult, some of them. Or not. No, I don't want to make it sound like it's going to be really bad. It's not. But there is going to be some that's going to test you a bit more than others. So, you're going to teleport away, use the Homeward Idol, which I completely forgot is all the way down at the bottom. So we just press up. And we go to the good old dilapidated temple. I'm going to do a few upgrades on the tools that we have. It doesn't really matter which. So if you don't have much in the way of cash, then you don't need to do this yet. Ultimately, we do need them all. We will be doing farming in New Game Plus to do all of this anyway. So all we need really now is to just stockpile all of our upgrade materials, which we are doing. We're getting as many as we can as we find them. So I'm just going to spend a bit of cash here and do it. If you're at a similar level, then you can do it as well if you want. So I'm just going to do a quick 1,000 just to get a couple. We haven't really moved these on for a while. One of the ones I do is actually the whistle, which is a targeted whistle. It's this one, Mountain Echo, which you lock onto an enemy, use it, and they'll come to your location. I'll probably forget to use it, but it's there. It can be quite useful in certain situations if you're being stealthy. Anyway, that's going to be it for this one. We're on to new area after this. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.